when we dragged Charlie in and his arms went out and he didn't want to come in, I was like, this is how most men respond to me, and I want to keep you. Hi, I'm Nicole Byer, and this is my pet tale. I have two dogs. I have one white fluffy one who's like 30 pounds. His name is Charlie. He was found on a street, and a friend of ours was driving past, saw this dog. He was like crusty and had like open sores, and she posted on Facebook. She was like, can anyone take this dog before I take him to a shelter? My roommate was like, we'll take him, and I was like, we will. And then we saw him, and he like didn't want to come into our apartment. He was like dragged in, and then we truly just fell in love, and I've had him for, I think 5 years. And then about a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, I got the flu, and I was like, I want something else to love me. So I went and got another dog that my roommate basically takes care of. I'm like the little kid who's like, Mom, I promise I'll take care of this dog. And then I'm always out of town, and I travel so much, so my roommate has two dogs, and I live with them. I guess the first time I really realized that he was like a part of the family was, I don't know, when he slept with me, when he finally trusted me enough to like get in my bed and be like, I like it here. If I could talk to my dogs, I think the conversation I would have with Charlie is, what happened to you in your former life? Like, where were you before we got you? Clyde, I'd be like, why do you shit everywhere? Why are you so hungry? Why don't you leave me alone? Why do you always want to play? Why at 8 a.m. do you wake up and then tap around my room like I don't notice it? Because he'll go tap, 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 and he'll walk to the door, and he'll tap, 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 tap back, and then I'll wake up and I'll look at him, and then he'll just go like he wasn't doing it. So I want to know, Clyde, do you really think you're sneaky? I think I just have so many questions about like why they do the things they do. I didn't grow up with dogs, so like dog ownership is very new to me. 5 years into it, but yeah, like dogs are very strange, but they're wonderful, and they love to cuddle, and their breath is so stinky. So my dog's personalities are very different. Charlie is very passive, but also really skittish, but then also gets annoyed easily. He's a very complex dog. Charlie is not treat motivated. Charlie, if you give him a treat, he's like, I don't know if I deserved this. Thank you so much. And then he'll go in a corner and he'll eat it and like look at you and eat it and look at you, and you're like, you can eat it. Clyde is like, give me a treat all the time. I deserve it. Clyde is also vegan, which is so dumb. Clyde is awful, and I love him. He's 9 pounds of always hungry and very demanding. Clyde will eat anything off the floor. Anything. Clyde once ate a nug of weed on a walk, and I came home and he was super high, and I didn't know what was happening because Charlie doesn't really eat stuff off the floor, and I was like, my dog is dying. I don't know. I took him on a walk. He didn't know what trees were. He didn't know who I was. He kept being like, so I took him to the vet, and I was like, I don't know what's wrong with him. I was like sobbing, and they were like, they took him away, came right back at me like, do you have weed in your house? And I was like, I mean, yes. And then they're like, he's high, and I was like, but I don't think he ate it. It's nowhere where he could get it. They're like,